Konnichiwa! I'm Kate from Sai Sai Life, and today I'm gonna talk to you about 7 things I like about Japan. So first thing is the politeness of Japanese. Politeness and kindness. I found Japanese are really, they're going out of their way to help you, and they would never say like, no, I have to figure it out on your own, or if you ask somebody on the street, they would not just continue walking. Even if they don't understand English, they would like try to help you or give you a direction. And people are always really kind and considerate, and they want to keep the harmony and are really nice to you. I really enjoy that in Japan, the politeness. Another thing you should really try when you're in Japan are the onsens. So an onsen is like hot spring, hot water. You're only in the water like it's only a couple centimeters like this. I don't know if you can see in the video. And it's really hot, almost like 40 Celsius. It can be really refreshing. So before you go in that hot water, you wash yourself before with soap and everything and wash your hair. That's unusual for me. As a German, you usually only take a shower before you go in a swimming place, and then you wash your hair and everything afterwards. But here you really clean yourself thoroughly before you go in that hot water, and then you just lay there and relax in this really steaming hot water, talk to people, look at the scenery. Sometimes they are nice natural scenery. So onsens are really something you should give a try. Then another thing, number 3, Shinkansen. Well, in Germany we also have a good train system, I think. Like Naoto and I don't have a car, and we don't really miss it because we can pretty much reach everything with public transportation. But trains are not as reliable as I wish they would be. And part of it is because our fast trains, the ICEs, Intercity Express, they go on the same track as the slow trains. And then when a slow train breaks down and stuff, the ICE is also delayed. So like there's always a chain reaction. If something happens to one train, all the other trains behind it are affected. And in Japan, the Shinkansens, I was told, have their own track system, the really fast bullet trains. So they are really on point, on the minute, even on the seconds. They're leaving the train station and the next one. And I really enjoyed this punctuality, and you can count on them. They're really fast and clean, and it's a nice thing, and I wish we would have it in Germany. Number 4, cultural inheritance. With that I mean like I think Japanese are still quite traditional in some sense. They have a lot of shrines. They still wear these kimonos, or at least summer kimonos called yukata, for festival time. So I think Japanese people kept a lot of their traditions alive and are still acting them out. That's something I'm not used to from Germany, or at least North Germany, where I come from. Here in the south, they have at least like some traditional clothing, the Dirndl and Lederhosen. But in the north, not really. I don't know any other traditions like shrines or onsens and those kind of more ancient traditions that Japanese are still using today. And I think it's really nice to have this cultural inheritance. 5th point, matcha. I love matcha. Matcha is like a green tea, but instead of boiling the leaf of the plant, it's grounded, the leaf, and so you have a green tea powder, kinda, you put in water. And I even went to a tea ceremony in Kyoto where I learned how to make matcha with the bamboo brush. It's I think really delicious. I really like the taste. It's really healthy. It's even good for waking up. It's supposed to be stronger than coffee even. And in Japan you can get matcha ice cream, matcha latte you can also get in Europe now. Naoto is making it homemade for me often. Matcha mochi, like you can put matcha in pretty much everything. Matcha pudding, matcha cake, and it's a really unique taste, but I like it a lot. 6th point, What I like about Japanese houses is they don't have a lot of space, but they use their space multifunctional. Like a living room can also be a bedroom at the same time, because traditionally you have tatami mats. These are like the wooden grass mats, and when you want to sleep, then you just take out the futon from the dresser and roll it out, and it's your bedroom. So I like the idea of not being so wasteful or having a whole big house where you only use like 1 or 2 rooms. Instead, you have small apartments in a local good location, and you reuse the space in many ways and really make the most out of the little space you got. It's really efficient. I like it. And last but not least, also about living, I like kotatsu a lot. Those are little tables that you put on the floor, on the tatami mats or on other floor you have, and they have a heating underneath the table, and then a blanket. So you put your feet under the table and they're heated, or your legs pretty much, and so you don't have to heat the whole room in winter, or only heat it a little bit, and then still you're warm because your feet are under this hot blanket thing. That's a really neat invention, I think, and I would like to have one in Germany in the winter. Yeah, that were my 7 things. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you also like some of my points, or you disagree with something. Leave a comment. Would be nice to see different points of views. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.
いかがでしたでしょうか。インスタグラムやウェブサイトでブログなども書いています。もしよろしければ、さいさい.life、チャンネル登録などもしていただけると嬉しいです。引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。